Welcome to Unique Truth with Charjay. Tonight is like the Valentine's show. I told y'all last week that we were going to do something fun today, and we are. I've got the guys from Puff and Drinks here tonight. Where's Dennis? Dennis is supposed to be remote, but I don't see him, so we're going to move on without him.
Hopefully he'll join us soon. He'll join us soon.
Hopefully he'll join us soon. Is he usually always late?
Fashionably, yeah.
So, tonight what we're doing is, ladies, y'all be asking me like, what do men want and what they think about this? I do not know. I am not a man, but I've got the next best thing. I've got two educated black men. There's supposed to be another one here, and they're gonna try to help y'all out tonight. So, welcome. They're the gentlemen from Puff and Drinks, which airs 6 p.m. on WJZZ on Cool TV on Fridays. So introduce yourselves and thank you for being here.
Oh, my name is Rodney Love. I've been hanging out with these gentlemen now for the better part of a century.
Wow.
And we are enjoying this opportunity.
Yes, we are. And my name is Jimmy Jefferson. We've been friends for, too long. I'm quite sure I owe him money or something. But at some point in time, though,
Right.
So he just forgave me. That's how that works.
So ladies, they got me doing the drink part. We're not gonna puff, but they got me doing the drink part of Puff and Drink. So I'm enjoying them tonight for a sip. If you have questions, something you want to know, this is your chance. Today is your chance. You've got men here that are willing to answer your questions. Give us a call, 313-355-6018. I almost always give out my phone number at home, but they don't want to call me. You may never have another chance like this, ladies. So, like I said, you want to ask them something, I think you should. I don't know what men want. If I did, I'd be in a relationship myself. So, again, if you want to know, 313-355-6018. Okay? Let's jump right into this. Let's start with this one. Do men like, I know you both are married. If you were single, would you want a woman to ask you out?
Oh, yeah. Doesn't bother me.
Really?
My wife does that now. She, but she doesn't ask me out and everything else. The assumption is that, it's not even an assumption and everything else. She'll plan it. She'll go through the whole process and plan the whole
that's
thing.
different. We're talking about, that's your wife.
Okay, if I was single and everything else, yeah, I don't have a problem with that. No.
See, and I don't think I could ask a man out. Like, I could say, hey, we're all going, can you go? But I could, like how y'all walk up to us, I'm like, hey, mama, you want to go out? You know, I could never walk up to a man and be like, hey, daddy, you want to go?
The way, and I've been single a little longer than him.
Single, okay.
But that was pretty much 90% of my dates.
Was it like outright like that?
Well, I was a trainer, and I was approachable. Put it that way.
Well, yeah, I could see that.
But it's a conversation. I think
it
it's
was
just
a
a conversation. I mean, it's not. I don't think y'all are different when it comes down to asking guys out and everything else.
Right.
Y'all are not aggressive.
No,
we're
not supposed to be.
You're subtle, but you're not aggressive and everything else. Guys, we're just creatures of who we are. But a woman will just walk up to a guy and they want to have a conversation, or there's something that sparks that conversation.
Right. And then once that interest is there, that's when they're like, hey, forget it.
Now,
hey.
I can throw some hints
Okay.
for sure, but never have I ever asked a man out. Like I say, oh, we're going. I would want to. You want to go with us, or something like that. I can do that.
Okay.
That I can do, but I could never just straight out. Hey, Jimmy, you want to go out with me?
But what if
we wouldn't expect that.
No.
And
That's a no too anyway.
Right.
No,
it's like, whoa, what you gonna shank me or something?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you actually walked up and then, okay, say for instance, you're like at a wine tasting or something like that. If you're at a wine tasting and everything else, you see him, he might see you, whatever. You walk up to him, you have a nice conversation. Okay, oh, do you like that? Oh, okay.
Right.
And then from there, you spark it, and then depends on how you finish it at the
Right,
the end of the day.
If we're enjoying a wine, I could say, well, hey, you like this wine? I know where they serve it, or I know, and then something like that. I could do that, but I could never, outright just say, I want to go out with you. I'm not forceful like that, you know.
Well, it's 2024.
Right.
I think that women are a little bit more. I guess the best way to describe it, secure. I think especially the younger ladies that they're definitely and hell I wouldn't want to, but I can tell you now a lot of them when you look at some of the things that they do on videos and all this other stuff, they're not shy in the least little bit.
Right, they're different. I'm a little bit old school as far as that. So now let's move on. So a couple weeks ago I sent you a video. It was a woman saying that her guy wasn't helping her out. He giving her money. And I said I really wanted you guys' opinion on that. And what it was is she wasn't saying give me money. What she says was some weeks she falls short $10 or $15 and he didn't want to give it to her. And I wanted to know, was she, in your opinion, was she wrong for even thinking that he should? I mean, this is her man.
Oh, now if they're an item, of course he needs to, something like that. It's not like she's saying, "Hey, pay my house note."
Right. Okay. Yeah, she was just saying, sometimes, she need $15 to put gas in her car to make it for 2 days or whatever. And he had a problem with giving it to her.
Shoot, if he's a man, put the gas in the car
and then be
I
done
fill
with
my
it.
wife's car up all the time.
And the same here. But I think also it goes back to communications.
Right.
What did they talk about in the beginning?
Exactly.
Because if she was under the assumption that he would just do that, these cats ain't cut like that no more. They don't do that.
I think if I ask you and you don't, then you're not the person for me. Anyway.
Wrong. No, I don't think that's right. I think that if it had not been discussed, if you had not had that conversation before, whether or not who's going to take care of this bill, who's going to do that, or, if I fall short or if you fall short, that kind of thing. I think you should have that conversation whether you're dating or not.
But don't you think things change? Situations change.
But something
always
that small of an amount.
Right.
Something that you wouldn't even, he'd blow that
on lottery.
Yeah. That's pocket change.
Well, he bought his blunts. I mean, how you gonna buy his blunts? I mean, it is what it is. You got to get your bag of weed. I mean, it is what it is.
So going into that, let's go a little bit deeper. What say you about a man giving his woman money to get her hair done, to get her nails done, to helping her out with her bills and whatnot?
We do it.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
It's no biggie.
Now, we've got to be married or at least living together for something like that. Or
Okay.
But see, that goes back to what I said. There's got to be an understanding.
Yeah,
there
right.
should be some type of understanding because you got to think about it. Whether it's an older couple or a younger couple or whatever, if you don't have an understanding of what the roles are, it always, because you got some couples, everything is 50-50. Every goddamn thing is 50-50. Okay, he got to do 50% here. He got to do 50%. She got to do 50%, and then they don't meet in the middle. They don't. And that also causes a lot of problems too.
Well, I mean, you say we have to be living together, but let me take it here. So you're at my house 5 days out of the week. Okay, you flipping lights and clicking channels and taking a shower and and regardless of what people think, I used to work for the water department. That extra shower and those extra toilet flushes, those add up. I'm sorry, but they do. And in my household, I have enough to sustain my lifestyle, not our lifestyle. And when you start coming over here, you're going to have to kick in a little bit.
Yeah. Now that's understandable.
Right.
Especially if he's got a key.
That makes sense. If he coming and going and everything else and, okay.
Give me the remote. That's my favorite show.
Or even y'all having hots every other day or something like that. Yeah, I mean, of course.
Having hots?
Yeah, eating. Y'all eating every day.
Yeah. Hot meals.
Okay. I will ask for clarification.
No problem. No problem. I saw the look.
So, I mean, people don't understand things cost, and I really don't think it's anything wrong with it. I don't need nobody to pay to get my hair done. I actually do my hair myself. I ain't saying it look all like that, but I do my hair myself, and I do my nails myself. But those extra little things that you're doing around my house, your bills are lower at your house because you over here now. So,
that's true.
I will say that I don't really... I might take some heat for this, but I don't think you should be paying to get my hair done and my nails done. Taking me out to dinner, yes. Buying our drinks, yes. Those are the things. I can get my own hair and nails done. You take care of the other little stuff that I need. That's how I feel about that.
Well, what about if it's the shoe's on the other foot? Whether you presented it to us, that if the guy is coming over 5 days a week, what if the female is coming over 5 days a week?
Well, if I got a house and you're asking, I don't really want to be away from my house that much, but you're asking me to come over, I'm probably over there. I'm not just sitting there. I'm cleaning your house, cleaning up after us. I'm cooking your meals. So I'm just not hanging out there. And I don't really care about what's on your TV. And I like to sit in the dark anyway.
Okay.
So, and if we shower, we probably taking a shower together. So that's why I'm over your house. So, yeah, I mean, if he was to say, "Hey, look, this has been the look. Can you help with the groceries?" Sure, I can help with the groceries.
What if he didn't say anything, and you didn't do anything at all? I'm just flipping the coin because I mean, once again, I'm a man. I'm looking at it from the perspective. You coming over my place and you're eating my food, doing my water, electricity, everything.
First off, I don't eat what everybody else eats, so I probably bought some groceries with me.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna cook them because I don't eat out in these streets like that. Yeah, I probably would offer, hey, do you need me to do something? You need me to pick up something? I know how to be a team player.
Right.
So
Okay,
if we build in a team and he say, no, this is what I need you to do, then I'm going to do what he say he need me to do.
Okay.
Yeah, that's more than reasonable.
Right. You know, like somebody mentioned.
See, there it goes. There's an understanding. There we go.
Somebody said the other day, like, oh, if he said he couldn't go out there and shovel the snow, he hurt his back, and the snow needed to be shoveled at y'all house, would you go shovel it? And he says he can at least cook dinner. Of course I would go shovel the snow, because now I have to shovel the snow and still cook dinner. So at least something's being taken. We're a partnership. This is our stuff, not his or mine. So.
Or at least get snow removed.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah, because I'm not touching. I'm a condo boy.
So. No.
See, I like shoveling the snow.
I'm not cutting grass. I'm not shoveling snow. I'm sorry, ladies. I don't do that. No, my wife will tell you. No, I don't do that. No.
I don't mind shoveling.
I've earned my wings. I'm not doing that. No. I'm cutting grass and shovel snow. I haven't done all that. No. I'll rake the leaves because it's hard to find people to do the leaves because everybody complains and whines and cry about that and everything else. But I'll do the leaves. But all the other stuff, no.
I'll sit and watch the landscaping crew do it.
You know how it's done. You just not doing it.
I mean, I will supervise. I will supervise.
Get over there, boy.
No, don't leave there. There's a blade of grass right there.
You're watching the Unique Truth Show with Sharjay, live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X, and other top social media platforms. Like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching Wjzz Cool TV. It is the coolest station in the world. We some cool people up in here. Y'all
Absolutely.
Just don't know.
People don't
Y'all
understand.
Just don't know, right? Yep. Okay, let's get in a little deeper.
All right.
Using sex toys in your love play. Okay. Why do y'all have such a dislike of sex toys? Do y'all think that it's a replacement for y'all? Or, yeah. So, what do you say? What do you say?
Honestly, I never used them. Other than, like, I used a harness or something like that. That was
Man, don't make me choke.
There's a story there.
Right.
Well, you didn't get the blooms, did you? Okay.
Okay.
But for me, it just never really came up. I mean,
she never brought a sex toy into the house.
Never brought one.
Jimmy, what you say?
I don't have a problem with it. I mean,
Yeah.
it is what it is. It enhances the relationship. I believe it does enhance it. I think it enhances it. I think depends on the guy and everything else too, because you got some guys who are just so goddamn hardcore.
Yeah.
And they do.
What you need that for?
Oh, and they get offended. They, guys do. It don't take much to take and bruise our ego. Shit, it don't take much.
Use the rest.
It is.
Tag that thing in.
So, fellas, so for those that are so adamant about it, let me look in this camera and tell you, there is nothing, I repeat, nothing that takes the place of the real thing. If we had the choice, we prefer to be with you. Okay.
Right.
Like he said, the toy is just an enhancement.
Oh yeah, that's all.
You know, for me, and I know my kids are watching, but for me, that's how I get the party started. Okay, that's never the end of the party. I'm always looking for the rest of the party after that. So that's how we get it started. And like Rodney said, you know, he probably can use the rest. Okay, here you go. I'm going to sleep.
Pause. I just
I ain't 19 no more, baby.
Hey, time out.
So
You knew what this was.
matter of fact, you might want to order some things now. You know, they come in discreet packaging just in case you want to know.
It is what it is.
So Dennis is not here, but
He ain't even calling.
the last time when I was on your guys' show and he was in the book, he was reading about bondage, and he said something that I thought was kind of interesting. He said that with the right person, if you trusted him, he would like to bring bondage into his love play. So what I'm wondering is, like I said, whose job is it to bring new stuff into the bedroom to keep it sexy and spicy? Okay? Whose job is it?
I think it's both.
Yeah, same here.
I think it's both. I mean, you know, I'm not gonna say that it gets stale, but I think that you can add little different things to it. I mean,
Right.
you know, everybody knows you got the different positions. You know, all these good things and everything else, and of course you got the whole oral aspect.
Okay.
You know, but there are other things that you can possibly do too to keep it, you know, keep the fire burning. You know, and the bondage part and everything else, you got, you know, whether we choose to believe it or not, there are black folks that, you know, they're into some handcuffs and some whips and some ropes and chains and all this other stuff. You know, hell, they trying to hit you onto the goddamn on back end of a trailer, but shit, it is what it is. You know, it just,
I'll try anything else.
you know.
If you survive, you might try it again.
You know, I mean, hey, I've been married a long time, and I can tell you, you know, my wife and I, okay, nigga, no, we ain't doing that. I mean, you
And then
know.
that's the question too. What if you bring it home and they be like, I'm not doing that.
That's fine.
I'm not doing
That's fine.
So-
I mean, that okay. That could be a conversation for later on, but it's just one of those things. Well, okay, that's fine. You know, just that ain't what she want to do. You know, maybe you'll like entertain it at another later date when she understands more about it, or I understand more about
There you
something
go.
too.
Okay.
I mean, she could do some freaky shit too. I mean, and then turn into, oh Lord.
What are you
no.
doing?
You know, wait a minute, hold on. No, honey, I ain't never seen that. And then where did you get the chandelier? I mean, I don't know. These things happen, so.
Christian with the ball in the mouth with the,
Oh,
the
no.
black
No. That looks.
Ooh, Lord.
dress me up like the Gimp.
You know. You know. And then the next thing you know, she brings a midget in. Oh my God! Here we go. Here the hell a midget come in, man. I mean, okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm sorry.
Let's
All
get
right.
him out before daylight.
There we go.
So the
Exactly.
neighbors don't see it.
Put him back in the box.
All right, ladies. They seem like this liquor done got to them. 313.
No, not enough. Not enough.
6018. They getting live in here. Come on now. Give them a call. Okay, here's one. Stretch marks. Do you care?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, that was quick. Because we be self-conscious about our
Y'all
appearance.
self-conscious about everything.
Everything.
Lord
I'ma
have
tell you.
mercy. Jeez.
In many cases, a woman could even have hair on her legs like the railroad spike. Guys don't care. They'll just move that shit to the side. And yeah.
We're straight target.
Yeah.
That's it. It's just a target.
We don't care.
Okay, yeah, there's some guys out there that are just picky about every goddamn thing. But those are cats nobody hanging with any goddamn way. That okay, let them go do them. But I would imagine probably 75-80% of guys, we ain't trying to do all that shit. No.
Other than, you know, hygiene. Oh,
There we go.
Oh, they want to know. I tell you.
Well, we
Hello.
got,
Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine. I had a couple questions I wanted to ask the gentleman.
Go ahead.
Sure.
Okay, I'm Shanisa.
Hi,
I
how are
wanted to
you?
start that show for a while.
All right.
I wanted the first comment to ask, first of all, I I feel like if my significant other, if I'm with somebody and we have a thing going on, if you know I need something, I shouldn't have to ask. So if vice versa, if a man know, if I'm with somebody and I know he needs this or he needs that, he don't have to ask me. I already know what he needs.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My first question is, how do me as a woman, I'm single, you know, I go into a store, I go to a bar, a man will buy my items or either buy me drinks at the bar. But as far as that, that's it. That's all. I feel like I shouldn't be the aggressor. At that point, how do I get it to go further than just, hey, you know, how you doing? I'm going to buy them drinks for her. And I say hi, and that's it. That's all.
That's it. They walk away. They don't give you no play after that.
It's like they want me to chase after them or want me to say something. Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm the woman.
Now, that's kind of weird because,
Thank you.
you know, if you've expressed some interest,
Yep.
they should take it and run from there.
Right.
You know, now if you just, you know, if you took the drink and said thanks and then cut your eyes somewhere else, well, but that don't sound like that's the case.
So what he's saying, Shanitha, is if you're accepting the drink or whatever they're buying you, you need to maybe say a little bit more than thank you.
Okay.
Okay? You need to pursue it a little bit more. That's what they're saying. What's your next question, sweetie?
You were saying something about if I go to visit somebody and I'm staying at his house some of the time, or majority of the time, about the bills and what should be done. The same thing I said before. I know what needs to be done, and my significant other who I'm dating don't have to ask, and I'm already knowing what they need.
Right,
Okay.
right.
That's about it. I thank you guys.
No, thank you for
Yeah.
calling.
Oh, no
I
problem.
love you.
I love you too.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Good
So,
call.
so that's I think is something, because guys do buy you drinks or say hey, and it's like, am I supposed to run after you now? Hey, wait, you said hey, come back. You know?
Right.
Well, there is an expectation too, because and this has been for the ages. Every time a guy buys a drink at a club or a bar or something like that, there is the thought in mind that there is going to be a conversation afterwards. And then when it doesn't happen and everything else, and again, like I said earlier, our egos are fragile.
Really?
I mean,
And we
you-
don't think, I'm gonna be honest, we don't think that y'all get hurt like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like we do. I'm just saying, it's like
we put on a front, and then the way we react is based on what we say afterwards, because you'll hear some of the most violent things afterwards.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know, like you can, and everything is a child of God, because he's just trying to say, hey, how are you doing and everything else, and then you take and say, okay, thanks for the drink, and blow him off. That puts that guy in a whole different world.
Well, there's rudeness.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is, okay, if you're not interested, fine, but you ain't gotta be nasty.
Mm-hmm.
No, okay. Well, I don't think she was saying she's trying to get to the next step,
Right.
and that's where she says she's losing them, and she wants to know like how.
Now she's buying the drinks, or is somebody else?
He sends her a drink,
Okay.
and then she says thank you, but she wants to know, and then he walks away and he doesn't say anything else. She wants to know how to get him to say something else.
Beckon him to come over.
Yeah, say, why don't you come join me?
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
so come
Beckon
join
him to
me.
come over. I mean, or either you get your tail up and go over and sit with him.
Okay,
I mean, it's got to be a give and take.
Right.
It's got to be a give and take. I mean, I get it that, you want the guy to take and, lead the way. These guys, sometimes, and we both know too, that you gotta help us along. We don't mean harm, but a lot of times you just gotta help us along, because a lot of times in our minds, it's the assumption is I bought you that drink, then you need to be coming over to talk to me. Or vice versa. So, or you telling me to come over to talk to you.
Right.
And then when it doesn't happen and everything else, that's when you get the violent conversations. So, and it happens. It happens more often than not, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, she should be a little bit more, not forceful, but she should do something to engage
Right.
him after he
And
purchases the drink.
there's nothing wrong with being a little bit aggressive. There's nothing wrong.
See,
Just show some interest.
There it is. There it
Yeah.
is. I agree 100%. Show
So
some
see, I
interest.
know what to do once I've got him on the hook.
There you go.
Once, once he says, "Hey, we're going out," or something like that, I know what to do after that. and yeah, I can take it from there. But I'm not in the initial meet you stage. I'm not going to be aggressive like that. I'm
Right.
just not going to.
Or, a smile goes a long way. A wink goes a long way. All of a sudden, he'll say, hey, oh, okay.
Yeah,
She ain't got nothing in
or,
her eye. Hey,
or
let
either
me
it's
holler
the
at
subtle, the subtle hair twitch.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the half smile. And the next thing you know, brother understood.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's got to be some kind of, visual sign or an okay somewhere along the line to get a guy, the go ahead or in some cases the nerve to continue on. We are nervous just as much as y'all are. We choose, and then I'm just gonna be honest. We don't say it, but we are.
Yeah,
And
that's news to me because
and self-esteem is an issue with men too.
we don't think, I don't, and I know some of my friends don't, and some of the ladies that have reached out, we don't think that you guys respond or feel like how we feel. Like when we see a guy or somebody that we like, we get butterflies. We don't think y'all get no butterflies.
Yeah, we do.
We don't.
It's the same on our side too. Rejection is it's critical. I mean, it happens. And we don't want to be rejected either. But just like y'all don't want to be rejected, we don't want to be rejected either. And sometimes, you play hard so that you don't, so that you can hide your feelings. You be hard and I don't want to talking to her anyway. Now you holler at him and no, you go holler at him. No, man, she know.
Just don't take it personal.
Yeah, exactly. And then men don't talk about our self-esteem. We just don't.
No.
But we actually have issues with our self-esteem also.
Okay.
And we always quick to, tell the woman and everything else, it's your self-esteem. Shit, yours too. You got some issues with yours too, man. We won't talk about it, but we do.
Okay, well, this is good to know. I'm getting y'all information, ladies. Getting the information straight from, the horse's mouth, so to speak. 313-355-6018 if you want to ask a question. You're watching Wjzz Cool TV, live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and X. Thank you for watching, and on other top social media platforms. Like us, follow us, share us, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching Wjzz Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. So I was going to ask this question anyway, but I saw on social media there was this man telling his wife that he had asked her for sex 365 times, and they had only had sex 36 times out of those times. And I'm like, I felt sorry for the guy because that's not even once a week.
Right.
And he was telling her, he gave her reasons, and I don't really know, like, he was like, 19 times you said this, and 10 times you said this. And it was like...
I seen that.
Yeah, okay.
That was funny.
And it was like, she was cold, she was tired, he asked for it too much, it was too hot, she wasn't in the mood,
She had a headache.
she just did it the other day, and so forth. And she was laughing, and they were Caucasian, because I believe a black man would have been like, bitch, what you laughing at? I've been married before, bitch. That wouldn't have went down in my house like that, okay? But I think if a person took the time to sit there and calculate the times that they had sex and the reason she said that they didn't have sex, and like I said, I had this question beforehand, but how important is the sex, and mostly, how important is the oral sex?
You going first? Okay. Okay.
Yes, we're sexual beings. I love some sex. I mean,
Man,
Don't spill the liquor now. We don't spill liquor out here. No, we don't do it.
but I also understand too that we work, we both work, we both have stress. We got the kid. We're not free to just stop, drop, and roll anywhere we could anymore.
but those reasons that she gave, she didn't say nothing about the kids. She said
Right.
hot, cold, tired, you asked for it too much. None of those was about the kids. So if the responses were, I'm going to say lame, if they were, I was mad at her.
Yeah.
Like I said, I felt sorry for the guy because that wasn't even once a week. So if that was the case, what do you do with that?
That's tough.
That is tough, and you know, I've been longer than you know Roddy and everything else, and even when before I got married and everything else, my wife and I, and you know, everything was a lot before we got married. When we got married, things changed. You know, and as my parents used to always talk about, they always say, you know, life took over. You know, then you got your job. You know, she's got her job. Then we brought our daughters into the world. You know, and she tired, I'm tired. Hell, you know, it was all it turned into something. You know, and as far as the oral part and everything else, I love it. She know I love it and everything else. I love doing it and getting it and all the above. So,
Hey.
but at the same time and everything else, it's all part of the whole sexual experience. You
Right.
know, and it's just sometimes you just don't get it. You know, and it is what it is. There are times where we both have been ready to go, and then by the time we got to that point, it was like, oh hell no, you know, well, you know,
Want to do it tomorrow?
yeah, I tell you,
It's 9 o'clock.
I tell you what, I mean, there's a Wednesday, maybe maybe on Friday. You go on
Okay.
Friday? I'm on Friday. You know, we pencil it in, you know, that kind of thing. But it is what it is, and then you know. I don't know too many couples, you know, that's been together a long period of time where they're having, you know, sex every other day
Yeah,
or
that's not
multiple
happening.
times a week or anything like that. It's a wonderful thought. God
Yeah.
bless you. If you can get it, God bless you. You know, I mean, is there sexual play throughout the time, you know, during that time? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I'm you know, she'll tell you and everything. It ain't nasty as hell. I mean, you know, but it still is just, you know, you have to have some kind of, you keep the banner going. You keep
Yeah.
it going. You know, that kind
And
of
it's
thing.
timing too.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, hell, I know after she got off her meetings, you know, I better not even brush up against.
Ooh. Ooh. No, she get off work, I already know. You know, hey, oh no, not today.
Oh.
I just, you know, you want some dinner? You know,
Or,
that's about
or
it.
when they ready for bed and they put the wrap and everything on, that ain't happening.
No, nigga.
I might as well just go sit on the couch.
Nah, nigga.
So as far as the oral sex, if a woman says she don't do that, but both of y'all are married, but if you met somebody and you know things change or whatever, and she says she don't do that, is that a deal breaker?
Yeah.
I would
Especially
have
if
to
I'm
question
doing it.
why. I
Right.
would want to know why, because I mean, it would have to be reciprocated. I want, you know, you know, if I'm doing it, I want like know why you ain't. You
Right.
know, if you ain't shit, we gonna have to have a conversation.
Hey, why should you have all the fun?
You know, I mean, you know, but you good when I'm doing it, but when I want it, you know, you know, literally she tight-lipped. You know, I mean, you know, what we doing? What we doing now? I mean, I'm trying to understand how this works. I mean, it's got to be reciprocated. I don't. There's none of this shit about you know. Okay, I'm good, but you not. No.
Okay, I'm just asking.
No.
It's like you said, you gotta ask why. It's like, hey,
Come on, have some conversations.
What
Long conversations.
you don't know how. You
Turn
need
that
some
TV
practice.
off. Let's fuck talk.
Let's watch some porn so
Yes,
you get some
sir.
pointers.
Yes,
you know?
sir. You know?
I mean, hey.
You know, whatever, you know, do you need to hold it or not? What do you do? No hands, no, I mean, what you need to do? I mean, figure this shit out. Let's go. I can teach shit. I mean, come on.
Oh my God.
You invited us. You knew what to
Right,
expect.
right.
You knew what to expect.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. You said a second ago when they put that thing on their head, put their pajamas on. You know that mean ain't nothing finna happen.
Shoot, when they put on the big drawers and everything, that's the no getting some packet. That ain't happening that night. But see, you know that.
It don't even have that. You don't even have to ask.
Right.
You know,
what's up.
no, come on now. You already know.
Shoot, don't even
You
go
know.
trying to snuggle and all that.
No. She already sleep before your ass. That
Oh,
no,
ooh, man.
Lord
So,
knows.
so that outfit, the bonnet and the baggy and the big panties you said or whatever, that's not sexy, and you know what that means. That's not finna be what's finna happen.
No.
But what about lingerie? Do you care about the lingerie? Do you care if our panty and bras match? Do you care?
I don't care if it
sometimes.
matches, as long as
I
you,
don't think I care
Yeah.
one way or another. As long as it's easy to get through.
right.
I mean, that's pretty much how
But it
and-
is appreciated sometimes.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
heck yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, shoot, especially when you're not expecting it. Like you come in, it's like, okay, it's been a damn day, and then she sachets in something like that. It's like, well, my day got a lot
Like
better.
a whole lot better.
It's gonna be one hell of a weekend. I need to get some rest.
Do you have special plans for your wives tomorrow?
I don't. I
It's a
I
work
always
week.
do.
That's the problem. But
Yeah, because by it being a Wednesday and everything else, going out to dinner and then trying to find a restaurant. Oh, good luck with that. And then like so, we've been together long enough where that kind of stuff. It matters, but she doesn't. She don't put pressure on me about that or anything. Like she knows, she understands, but I do other little special things. I might do dinner. I might buy some little trinkets and gifts and stuff like that. But as far as okay, let's roll out to dinner and stuff like that. Oh no.
It's a work day and but you
No, for the weekend, then we might do something for the weekend. If she wants to or something, then we'll go from there.
right. Yeah, I got busted with they dropped the package off and she got it before I could get it. I'm in a meeting and all of a sudden she looks at it, smiles like, shit, you wasn't supposed to.
You weren't supposed to get it till tomorrow.
Right.
Oh, now she still got it. I could never wait for my gifts. Like, give me my stuff now. Christmas Eve. My mama used to let us open stuff on Christmas Eve. One gift. Give me my gift. Give me
See,
my
you would be difficult to buy something for you.
Right.
Buy something for you and everything else. It would have to be hidden until the very last minute.
My last guy was like, "You are so spoiled. Just give me my gift.
Yeah.
Just give me it. I want my
Lord.
stuff now. I cannot wait. No. I don't go looking for it, but if it pops up, I want it." Okay, so I saw two women propose to their men on social media. One proposed, I saw this one like day before yesterday, and he was like, it was in a room full of people. He was like, "Get up, turn the music back on." And so the people that were filming was like, "What did he say?" She's like, "He ain't say nothing." She's like, "Ooh." Then I saw another one where it was in a room full of people, and the woman was so happy. I asked your mama for your hand. I asked your daughter, and they both said yes. And now, baby, I'm asking you. And she got down on one knee, and she asked.
He said no.
No, he said yes.
He said yes.
This
okay.
one said yes. Now, do you think with all this gender fluidity and gender roles being equal, they say, do you think this is the norm? And would you be okay if a woman asked you to marry?
No, I wouldn't. No,
see, that's
we're good
my
on that.
job right there.
Yeah, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Somebody else go ahead.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I have a question for the gentleman.
Go ahead.
All right.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hi,
How
how
are
are you?
you?
Good.
Okay, my question is this. How much validity or how important is mental and emotional stimulation to a man?
Oh, I can answer that. That's easy. A lot. I mean, the physical part and everything else is awesome. Don't get me wrong, but if you can start taking and get that man's mind ready for what he about to get, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Oh boy, oh boy.
I mean, because it starts in the mind.
So with y'all as well, it starts in the mind.
It starts in the
Very
mind
much
with us
so.
too. I mean, it's
Yeah.
physical. Don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, it starts in the mind. And if you get, it's no different than if the woman's coming in the room with lingerie on. She's coming in lingerie, or we're watching porn or something like that. You're watching porn. That's in the mind.
You do. So you guys do watch the porn.
Well,
Sure.
I've heard about it.
I tripped across a station late night.
One of the two, something like that.
I got to talk to my cable provider about that shit.
But you're right. It is a mental thing, and it's very important.
Excuse me.
But it's very important.
Right. I feel that it is for the simple fact as we get older, physically, we may find ourselves in positions where we cannot perform whether it be heart problems or
Mm-hmm.
other issues. So I think that it is more important than the actual physical. What do you think?
Absolutely. Absolutely, and it works both ways. I mean, we want to get our women, charged and ready to go too. We're not just, okay, even though everybody seems to think the men are just barbaric and everything else when it comes down to sex, which some of us can be. But at the end of the day, we want to tantalize them too.
Okay.
They call it whatever, foreplay or,
Right.
or you didn't tease her all day or whatever and everything else. You pretty much got her ready to go and everything else. Oh, yeah, it's time to go to work. So, I mean,
that is half of the.
And it's important. It's
Yeah,
very important.
yeah.
And it works both
A
ways.
good text in the morning when I'm at work and I'm
Oh,
having a
yeah.
better. Ooh, okay.
That anticipation,
Right,
boy,
right.
that's
I see you at 3:00. Did they answer your question?
Yes, they do.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thanks for calling.
Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Yes, you too. Bye-bye.
So and that brings this is working out so perfectly. That brings me to my next question. So we as women, we may have a type of man that we like. However, like, okay, let's just say I like tall, dark men, tall, slender, dark men, or whatever, as an example. But if a short, I like educated thugs, if that makes any sense.
Oh, hey, there you
Okay,
go.
if we're going to put a cut. So if a short,
Cheers.
Yeah.
if a short educated thug was to approach me and he's treating me good, I would go with him. I would let that my type, so to speak, go. But for men, in my opinion, and in a lot of women's opinion, some men just like women, no matter what shape, size, color, they just like women. But some of y'all have types and you stick to that. She could be the type that you like, but she could be dumb as bricks. But as long as she's the type that you like, you stick with that. And I think it's because you have that visual of what she should be. We're emotional and you guys are visual. And I heard a guy say, it was an older guy when I used to work at the bar, he said the only thing a skinny girl can do for him is introduce him to her fat friends. And he meant that shit. And he was a little guy, and my mother, she was kind of heavy. She was I worked at this bar. She was there with us, and my friend said, oh, he wanted to talk to me. I was like, nope. She's like, he bought me a drink. I was like, he bought Mama 4 drinks.
Oh.
So understand, he was just being nice because she was sitting there with her. But he bought her, because that's who he wanted, was my mother.
Okay, all right.
So, do you guys stick with your types? Is that something that's kind of true per se?
When I was younger, I did.
Okay.
I had a particular type, but all of a sudden you figure out what all glitter ain't gold.
Right.
No.
Because like you said, that girl is sharp as a bowling ball. It
Rolling down the lanes.
All right.
Okay. Just going along. Don't know nothing.
And then you find out you're in this constant habit. I'm like, okay, well, what did the guy say in Blade? Have you ever went out with a girl and all the signs saying don't say nothing to her, but you do it anyway?
Yep.
And it turns out to be the worst thing in your life?
Right.
That's what I used to get.
I mean, I for me and everything else, I've never really had it. Well, I guess no, I really never had a type. I mean, but I enjoy the conversation. I'm looking for a conversation. I'm looking for them to make me laugh. And if they can make me laugh and everything else, or they got a conversation and everything else, and then when my wife and I, when we first started talking, the first time we talked, as boyfriend and girlfriend and everything else, it was 3 hours.
Okay.
We were on the phone for 3 hours, and I mean, it was all sorts of shit we were talking about, but still, it was 3
That
hours.
conversation is the
And,
thing.
and for me, it was that she could hold the conversation, and that was like, man, that's winning right there, because you want somebody who can actually match you, I can be dumb on my own. I don't need no help.
You don't need no help
I don't
being
need
stupid.
no.
Right,
I'm a man. Shit, I can be stupid all day. I mean, I don't need no help. But if both of y'all stupid, that shit ain't gonna work. So
And I really don't want to be the smartest person in the relationship. I want to be with somebody that's just as smart.
You want to
as
have a
I am.
conversation
Exactly.
where if you're talking about something that it ain't even got to be politics or sports or
Right.
nothing. It could be something that, you know, okay, something happened with the car. And you're trying to explain it, and he got a trickle of spit coming out of his mouth, you know, and he's trying to figure out, okay, you
He
talking about
need a
the
chili beanie.
you know, is you talking about no, you talking about the hood or you know, in the carburetor?
Hold on,
The carburetor.
let me do the station.
You know, okay.
You're watching WJZZ Cool TV live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X, and other top social media platforms. Like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching WJZZ Cool TV. It's the coolest station in the world. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I just kind of think that, you know, as women, we can let that go. If he don't have to be, if he's good to me, or to anyone, like, well, you know, he ain't my type, but girl, he did. My car was messed up, and like you say, he came over and he fixed my car, and
But that nigga know how to put some brakes on, don't he?
right, okay, so you know,
Right. With the brakes on.
and I think it's you know, we get aroused by people that's taking care of us, and I think y'all get aroused by what you see, and no, it's not all the time, but for the most part, you know.
I mean, there are parts and pieces that have to be together. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah.
You know,
you gotta get the attention.
Oh
First.
yeah, I mean, you know, there's got to be some parts, but she got big butt, and you know, she ain't got that big breast, but she got big butt. Okay, we talking.
Yeah.
Because I know a
We
guy, he likes light-skinned women, and the last girl, he was a friend of mine, last girl he was with, she was cross-eyed. I'm like, how do you, he's like, but yeah, but she, no,
She can see both ways.
She,
Like, baby, I'm over here now.
Yeah, I'm
Forgive me, guy.
I'm a shoot a flare up so you can see me. I mean, you know.
so, you know, that's kind of how we feel, you know, that you all don't, don't really care, but, you know, you say you
We do.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
don't you know?
I think a mature man knows.
Right.
That, and you know, when you're just going with that, well, she fine. You know, when you're just going with that, that's when, like you said, you were coming into problems. That's when you come into problems. And like right now, at this point in time in my life, I'd rather be by myself than with somebody that's not right for me.
I can't go through. Peace of mind is priceless.
We talked about that a couple days ago, and I agree. Peace of mind is very priceless. Whether you know you're married or not, I mean, if you got some peace of mind in your household and everything with your mate, your day is made better.
You're right.
You know, they make it better. You make it better for them. You know, because she looking for, you know, peace of mind too.
Oh
Right.
yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
She may not. Well, she may say it, but she may not say it. But if she don't say it, she, you know, it's implied too because you said it 1,001 times. You know, I don't. You know, the peace of mind is something else.
It is.
And guys, we are very easy to please. Very easy. And some of it just requires just peace and quiet for a few minutes.
Yeah.
I had a guy tell me all he wants is some food and some sex. He's like, he don't care what's going on. Here go my check. Just give me some food
See, there
and
you
some
go.
sex. And I don't care what else is going on. And, you know, I'm like, okay. It wasn't my guy. It was a friend of mine.
the three things that guys, you know, and we talk about it amongst ourselves and everything else is feed us, F us, and leave us the F alone. There you go. That's how that works.
All
And,
right.
and if you can do all three of those at the same time, God help you. You are our queen. You are.
I mean, you know, I know a lot of guys that are married and they don't want to be. They don't want to be to that person, but they married her because, oh, well, she's a good girl and she takes care of this and that and the other, but she's not his type physically. And I don't understand why you even married her.
Exactly.
You know, she a good girl. Well,
No, you know why he did that?
that-
Because it was easy.
Yeah, I was just about to say she filled the void.
Yep.
She
All right.
filled the void.
All right, y'all. So I really appreciate y'all being here. If
Thank
y'all
you for
want to
having us.
come back for round 2, part 2 one time,
Oh, there we go.
Sure.
you can, you know. For y'all, as always, if you want to be a guest on my show, just reach out on my Facebook page. If you want to advertise or sponsor on my show or their show, which is Puffin Drinks and on Fridays at 6 p.m.,
Thank you.
where they do what they call, I believe, barbershop talk. Okay, so you guys just got an insight as to what happens in the barbershop. All right.
Right.
You know, I appreciate y'all for being here, each and every one of y'all. I do this for y'all, and you know, if you want to, like I said, be on the show, reach out. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for the phone calls. And yeah, that's pretty much gonna.
Shoot, the time was too short.
Yeah,
It was. That's
went
why
by
you
quick.
guys have to come back.
Yeah.
All right. So that's gonna do it from me. Enjoy the rest of your night. Bye for now.
All right.
Take
Good night,
care.
y'all. Cheers.